Всем привет, меня зовут Максим, и продолжим свою игру Remastered. Хотя зачем? Называет себя абсолютно по-другому, не дать подкрепить, считаем, что очень хорошо.
I strongly suspect that the door is locked. No, it's open. Hello? Wow.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend.
Put the gun down, Robert. If I may introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the yard. And this is the revered Constable Zell of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
Then I was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
Perhaps that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye? An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo?
Someone has done his homework. Well done, Constable.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train. He's an archaeologist from London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out?
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and ears on the train and see that Professor Lucien gets back into his compartment. Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur. What do you know of this Raven's heir?
He tried to blow me up.
Robert, we don't know who we're dealing with yet.
In any event, the new Raven is a more dangerous man than the old one.
How do you know it's a man? Could just as easily be a woman.
Or several men.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new Raven?
Monsieur?
Never mind.
I go attend to the door now.
Good. And, Constable Zellner?
Yes?
Don't bother us, unless you have something new to report.
Of course. A thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car.
Exactement. Knock twice. Then we'll know that it's you.
Understood. An investigation on behalf of a grant that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end.
Допустим, смысла возвращаться в Бургундию, я думаю, со стороны не вижу. Ключей у меня для этого нет, первый пример. Может, что поменять сам. Поэтому с газет не начинаться свою.
I'll leave the scissors here. If I need them, I know what...
Хорошо, допустим, ты вернись к этому.
I need a bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock.
Так, вот туда-обратно не дает, да?
I'd better let him read his newspaper if I don't have any pressing questions.
Спасибо, что хотя бы записался. Ну, значит, что я-то не, что и что я, блин, что я неправильно делаю или сделал. Допустим.
Inspector Legrand was quite clear. I'm only to enter the freight car if there's news to report.
Хотя нет. Может быть, сейчас удастся залезть.
I need a bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock. I'll leave the scissors here. If I need them, I know where to find them. Let's see if there's any news. Blah, 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 blah. Eye of the Sphinx. One of two priceless jewels. Extraordinary pure ruby. 2000 BC, etc., etc. Old news. And here, shocking burglary. Professional thieves surprised by museum guard Charles Langley and Constable Robert Oliver of Scotland Yard. Explosion, Constable Robert Oliver from Scotland Yard. He was there when the first eye was stolen. Now he's guarding the second one. A story about the upcoming Oscars and Cleopatra's chances of winning. An incredible feat. They built the largest movie set of all time in Rome. And because of the main actress's many illnesses, several changes of director and months of delays, cost shot to over $40 million. The most expensive movie ever made. A record never to be broken. Luna's Drops. The calming herbal liqueur for women. A glass a day. It relaxes the nerves and maintains domestic tranquility. Luna's Drops. If you don't want to bother your husband.
Так. Подожди. Канада. Ладно. Хоть хотя бы какие-то подсказки давали. Все тоже посчитали. Там не переворачивается? Нет.
I'd better let him read his newspaper if I don't have any pressing questions. Mrs. Miller made a good impression. She wanted to protect Lady Westmacott from me, a pushy admirer. Very diligent. But she does seem a little nervous and tense. I imagine she has her work cut out for her with Matt. And a difficult boss, from what they say. Mrs. Miller?
Yes?
The little boy, Matt, he's your son?
Oh, yes. Has he done something?
No, I've already met him. Clever little fellow.
We always call him Professor because he's so precocious. If only someone could just drive the mischief out of him.
Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Oh, I'm afraid not. I was totally focused on my work.
She's always got an awful lot to do, my Mary.
You have to tell me if that's not all right with you.
Good Lord, child. Knit as much as you want.
So, nothing out of the ordinary.
No, Constable.
Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
И... Опять воздушный стоит, ничего не делает. Как-то так.
Professor Lucien?
Yes? Do you have the key?
Actually, I wanted...
Please. I have to go back to my compartment.
Возвращайся.
I don't believe that... It's no use. The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it. Perhaps a thoughtful conductor noticed that Professor Lucien wasn't in his compartment and locked it.
Так, опять мне хочу.
Should I ask for an autograph? That would be
Да не
quite
надо.
unprofessional. But on the other hand... There could be many reasons for the violinist shaking hand. Strained nerves, an illness. My money's on alcohol. He wouldn't be the first musician who ruined his career that way. I don't know what more to ask. He hasn't noticed any... This is the first car. The coal tender should be directly beyond
Так
this
что
door.
я не понял.
The large map shows the different routes of the Orient Express. This train began in Paris and ends in Istanbul as usual. Unfortunately, it will make most of its journey without me. Need the right key or a proper tool to get the door open. Perhaps a thoughtful conductor noticed that Professor Lucien wasn't in his compartment and locked it.
Тоже понимаешь.
I think it's uncomfortable for her when I talk to her, although...
Просто понимаешь, не будем говорить какие вещи. Попробуем. Нет.
Inspector Legrand?
Anything to report?
Constable Robert Oliver. Is it possible that I read your name in the newspaper?
Ah,
Could be, sir. Could very well be.
Robert was there when the first eye of the Sphinx was stolen.
Why were you in the museum? Did you spot something from outside?
Well, sir, I noticed that the door was ajar, which was suspicious, and it was my duty to investigate, sir.
Scotland Yard gave him a commendation and assigned it to me as a liaison.
A great honor, sir.
I'll get back to work now.
Good.
Давайте я вас дышать свежим воздухом.